Hello, hello. Hey, y'all. Welcome or welcome back to Misguided Intuition, where I could tell you better than I could tell me. I hope we're doing well. Today we're going to be reading with the Modern Witch Tarot deck, which is pretty cool, and clarifying with the Crystal Visions Tarot, which is pretty. And I don't know which Oracle deck I want yet, because I'm not feeling one in particular. I don't think I have anything new to add to this today. So we're going to jump right in and see what the message is for the collective. What you need to hear when you find it. That'll be when you need to hear it. If it doesn't resonate for you, check the people in your life. If it doesn't have nothing to do with them, then it's not your message. Don't try to force it to fit. Ooh, my thumb just cracked. It is hot. Again, it is like the real feel outside. It's like 106 degrees. And we are under a red flag warning where I live. If you don't know what that means one spark in the wrong space and it's the prime time to start a wildfire. We don't want that, so. Ugh. I cannot express to you how much I miss seasons. And having to do things like wear socks or put a sweatshirt on or something. Ooh, okay, I think that's, come on. Oh, there we go. Watch me struggle here. What message do we need to hear today, y'all? We are not doing card barf. Are we doing card barf? That's a lot of cards. But screw it, all 5 of them came out. Let's just do it. Got the Temperance, 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, King of Swords, the Ace of Cups at the bottom, the Lovers at the top, the Knight of Cups in the middle. This almost feels like the continuation of the last reading. What was it called? Forward movement. We've got Temperance, which speaks of patience and it speaks of balance. And we've got the 7 of Cups, which speaks of options, having options, but also being aware of illusions. If you look at the card, if it shows up well enough here, I don't know if it's, I hope it's not too glary. You got roses, you got love, you got victory and success, you got a hell yeah fist in the air, a thing full of money and diamonds, but then you have a tornado and you have a snake. So this means, you know, you want to weigh these options carefully. You have the 7 of Swords, which usually speaks about lying, cheating, stealing, trickery, deception, or using strategy and only using or taking what you need to do it. We have the 2 of Pentacles upright. So I feel that that's more of a weighing options or balancing priorities energy than juggling per se. And then we've got the King of Swords, who's very matter of fact and logical, whether male or female. So Over here we had the Lovers, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Cups. So let's say this is a continuation of the forward movement reading where you were leaving somebody who had hurt you, or a situation that had hurt you, caused you pain. And we talked about when you move forward, dipping your big toe in the water and not jumping it with both feet, right? Really paying attention. Really paying attention to being aware of things and not just, you don't want to rebound, right? So I think I just feel like with this clump of cards that came out, I don't feel like this is the lying, cheating, stealing, unless it's saying, as you're exploring your options, be aware of people that project that type of energy. But it can also say, as you're exploring your options, be strategic, and if it's not what you need or want, leave it. Just leave it, because it's not for you. So, we're going to put all the cards on the table today and clarify each one of these with at least one card each, or whatever comes out, we'll see. I might just name this reading Forward Movement Part 2, because it really does. Look at the Empress popping out in the sun. It reads like the continuation of the last reading. Have the Temperance card, please. Okay. Got the Eight of Pentacles there, and the Seven of Cups. We've got the Five of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, that makes sense. The Seven of Swords. We got the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Swords. Yep. Two of Pentacles. Oh my. That's my puppy. I don't know what she's mad about in the background there, but she's feeling it. Two of Pentacles. The Fool, the Devil. Okay. And the King of Swords, please. Two of Wands. We got Knight of Cups. Oh, well, okay. Three Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles. We had the Ace of Pentacles and center cut. No, lie. It was behind the center cut card in the last reading. But we have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Cups showing. And look, if you put them together, they're writing towards each other. Isn't that cute? Okay. And then there's the Queen of Wands, just like in the last reading too. So yeah. I just feel like this is really it's really the part 2 of Forward Movement, and it's really reiterating the previous advice here on the Temperance. Like I said, patience, balance. You have Eight of Pentacles. You really need to put in the work. So if your work was to heal, you need to really put in, I think in the last reading we talked about taking care of yourself, loving yourself, being kind to yourself, giving yourself kindness where you were denied it before. You're really going to need to work on that then. It's asking you to work on you, okay? And with the Seven of Cups, with the Seven of Cups, with all these options that are going to present themselves to you, you know how it is. You become single or something, and all of a sudden they be coming out of the woodwork. All of a sudden it's all these people that was interested that never said nothing before, but now you're single and now they're interested again. And you really need to use your discernment. It is saying to be aware, because not all of these options are good for you. Be aware of anything that might bring conflict. Really think about, is this worth working on? Is this worth putting the energy into? If you're going to do all this work on yourself, is this tornado really worth putting your energy into? Is this snake worth getting bitten? You see what I'm saying? So there's that one. On the Seven of Swords, we got the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. So you're going to find yourself feeling like you're at a crossroads sometimes as you're progressing forward. Like I said, whether this was about a romantic relationship, a friendship, a job, whatever. Where in the past, it really left you feeling, this card was in the last reading. As the Devil had you feeling Five of Pentacles, feeling left out, feeling lack, feeling less than. And so as you progress and you explore these options in whatever area of your life this is going into, you're gonna find yourself standing where, like, you're gonna have to really start trusting yourself and what you have seen to decide, is this person going to put me back into that lack energy? Is this person going to help me progress to where I'm trying to go? Are they going to tear me down? Are they going to build me up? Is this job going to leave me feeling empty and unfulfilled? Is this job going to lift me up and give me room for expansion and growth? Right? And obviously, you want to move towards expansion and growth. With the Two of Pentacles here, where you're weighing options, balancing priorities, hopefully not juggling, we got the Fool or the Devil. You are literally what this said. You're at this crossroads now. And in this hand you have the Fool. You have a leap of faith, a new beginning, something new, fresh, that makes you feel excited, hopeful, inspired, whatever. And in this hand, there is something that could potentially put you right back here. I think that the choice is obvious, right? But sometimes we're tempted to believe that something could change. Some people just don't. So keep that in mind. And then with the King of Swords, we have the Two of Wands. You want to, I'm not saying be a cold-hearted jerk face. I'm not saying be cold-hearted and callous and, an ice queen about this or ice king. But I am saying use logic, not just your heart or just your intuition, but also use your brain. Literally use your logic while you are planning your forward moves. Because here's the thing. If you're going to take the time to put in all this work into yourself, and then you just let butterflies and googly eyes take over and make your choice for you, is that very logical? Like, yeah, I want you to feel that. Like, yeah, you absolutely want to feel this Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups, all the cups. You want to feel all the cups. You want to feel all the love. But are you being realistic about this? Or are you kind of head in the clouds about it? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I guess since this was like a continuation, since this is a two-part reading here, I guess the universe really wants you to know, like, you can definitely find your people. You're going to find your people. You're going to find your happiness. You're going to find your new beginnings, but you really, really need to put in the work, and you really, really, really need to use your head and discernment as you go about this. It gives me the feeling that whatever this shit show that you just went through was probably huge. I'm going to assume that it was huge, and that there was a huge lesson to take away from that. That maybe it was a lesson that the universe has repeatedly tried to give you to learn, and you have repeatedly just kind of missed the mark. And so sometimes when you don't get it, the universe is going to make you get it. You can't swallow the pill, the universe is going to help push it down your throat. Okay? So maybe this last situation, person, relationship, whatever, was just really the worst one. Like, just really freaking horrible. And the universe is begging you right now to please do the work and get the lesson. Because you have other lessons to learn. You shouldn't have to keep repeating that one, right? Like, you have other lessons to learn and other freaking great things to do in your lifetime besides keep going in this cycle and repeat this lesson. So I will beg you on behalf of the universe, please do the work. Take the time to heal. And please, I'm not trying to suck the life or enthusiasm out of your next steps. I absolutely want you to feel the hopefulness and the inspiration and the leap of faithness. That's not even a word, but we're going to go with it. Of this Fool card. I really want you to be able to fully embrace that energy when you make your next step, but I want you to do it having done the work and having all the logic and awareness behind it at the same time. Right? I don't want you to jump into the wild unknown because it just looks so perfect. It looks too good to be true, because if it does, it probably is. And then you have to repeat this lesson, and that would suck. The repeating lesson sucks. I promise you that. That one I could tell you. So let's not repeat this lesson. Let's get this right this time, since it took 2 readings to get to this, to emphasize this. Whoever this is for, you really, really need to pay attention. I would take a gander. I would actually put money, if I had the extra money to gamble on this. I would bet that if you went to sign-specific readings for yourself, there's probably at least one other reading out there screaming at you the same message. So, that's that message. Let's see. We're just going to use this because I don't know what oracle deck I really want to use, and I haven't finished making this, but I just called it my deck of Missyisms. And it's either things that I've said or things that I've heard other people say. And it's things that I repeat. I need to, and every time I sit down to make more, I can't think of more. But I guess we're going to see if we can get something. I think I've got like 20 little messages in here. And we're going to try to pull one from these. Yep. Hard to shuffle when there's like hardly any cards there. I might start dropping, I do this thing on my personal Facebook sometimes about underrated song lyrics as well. Just sometimes I'll be listening to a song and a lyric just really hits me, and I'm like, yeah, what they said. And so I might drop some of those in here too as I'm continuing to put this deck together. But we'll see we can get anything out of this. What message do we need for the collective for this reading, please? I want to keep going and there's not enough cards to keep going. Anything. Yeah, maybe I called it wrong. Yep. Just get the lesson. Get the lesson. It's literally what I just said. Also, at the other end of the deck, we have it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So yes, whatever, and I've said this too, if everything was easy, nothing would be worth anything. What I said before about it's going to keep happening, it's not happening to you. Like, yes, it sucks that you had to go through this, absolutely. It's happening for you to teach you a lesson so that you can move forward on to bigger, better things, literally. Like, remember that. Like, the relationship sucked. I'm sorry if it took 3 years, 6 years, a decade, whatever. 6 months, 3 kids, whatever happened during that time. But you had to go through it because you need to get the lesson. Because you missed something before. And I'm not coming down on you. I'm in the same spot. So I'm not judging anybody here. But I'm telling you that what I've learned to be true is this. If you do not get this lesson this time and you go and do the same, if you fall into the same habits and steps the next time, you're going to be right back here. Right back in the same spot with a whole shit show having just happened and the universe screaming at you to get the lesson. It says, make your moves in silence. Shh. If you don't show up for you, who will? Absolutely, absolutely. As a continuation, well, before we get there, make your moves in silence also could speak with the Seven of Swords about, remember I said it's not always dishonesty. Sometimes it's moving with a strategy. Take what you need, leave what you don't need. Don't tell everybody what you're doing. We've talked about that before. I'm not going to go on about that. If you don't show up for you, who will? Honestly, if you are not filling your own cups, nobody else can fill your cups for you. Because if they come along and fill your cups, then their cups aren't full. You don't want that. We've talked about that too. So if you don't show up for you, and they're not showing up for you, who's showing up? Nobody. Nobody. Right now, before you worry about this encounter, right here, you need to worry about, see, and didn't the Empress peek out at the beginning of this? Was it this shuffle that the Empress peeked out? You need to worry about you. You need to love you. You need to work on you. You need to get the lesson. You need to reprogram your mind to get out of that Five of Pentacles energy that the douche canoe left you in the last reading here. You need to show up for you. That's the whole thing. I'm not going to stay on this. Get the lesson. Keep moving forward. What did I say? Forward movement. This is just going to be, I'm literally going to title this Forward Movement Part 2, y'all. This is the message. I hope whoever needed to hear this, I hope it reaches you. And that's that. I will see you guys next time. Stay blessed.